So this is A.R. Shaw, rolling out TV, rolling out magazine, here with the one and only Jimmy Iovine, the Defiant Ones. Let's talk about this. I want to get to the beginning and get to the, because it comes on the documentary, a lot of drama in the beginning.
Yeah.
We won't tell too much, but Dre, he kind of got excited. It was a social media spill.
Yeah.
That moment, for those who don't know, because there's two different worlds. We have the social media world where it's like we want to get news quickly, but in the business world, it's like a process.
Yeah.
And the process needs to be kind of private until you're ready to roll it out.
That's right.
So let's talk about.
And it's harder these days to be private when all the journalists want news.
Correct.
Because there's so many outlets and so few stories.
So let's talk about that particular situation.
Right.
With Dre in the studio, they're just having fun, and,
Right.
and this thing kind of leaks.
Well, Dre doesn't think about things in terms of social media. So, but Tyrese does, I guess.
Yeah. And you guys got an opportunity to pretty much, embrace technology and actually take this thing to another level. So talk about that, being in the music industry and seeing how there was a fight against technology for so long.
Well, you're a young guy, but normally technology would help the music industry. When the LP was invented, it brought about the album. When the CD came out, when the cassette came out, different ways of recording, Pro Tools, these things all helped recording. But when Napster came out, and now you got music out there tradable for free. And that was the beginning of technology and the arts and the creative side splitting. And then it's the movie studios and the record companies, et cetera, and the artists to a certain extent. So we always wanted to go on a journey to try to blend them. Because when we met Steve Jobs, he showed us that liberal arts and technology can live together. And I thought it was a powerful message, but it doesn't right now. So why we wanted to bring our company to Apple is because we feel that that's the one place where you can actually accomplish that.
I want to go back a little bit because the movie speaks about your histories. Dre coming from Compton and you coming from Red Hook. Mm-hmm. In particular for you, you said you tried so many things early on and you kept failing and kept failing, but you failed forward.
That's
and
right.
you kept, you used that as motivation. If you could speak about those early failures and how it kind of helped propel you.
Well, the thing the real thing is that we all are frightened. So if you are frightened, you are not original. Everyone's frightened. It's how you deal with that fear. It's very, very powerful. And what you've got to try to do is to get it as a tailwind instead of a headwind. And that's a little bit of a judo trick in your mind. And once you learn that, now fear starts to excite you because you know that you're going to enter into something and try it and risk. And once you can get going on that, it's a very powerful thing.
Speak about some of the early influences, I guess, embracing rap early, particularly West Coast rap early, when, most of the music, particularly hip hop, was coming out of New York, East Coast, and you were able to embrace the West Coast rap early. Why was that important, I guess, for you to kind of highlight that particular
Well, I
scene?
didn't know a lot about hip hop. I was coming out of producing rock records, and John McClane introduced me to Dre and Suge, and they played me The Chronic. And I didn't understand hip hop rights because I really didn't like the way they sounded either. I thought it was like the sound wasn't together, the 808s were all kind of. But when they put The Chronic on, I was stunned, and I just said, "Who made this record? Who engineered it?" Dre said he did. I said, "Who produced it?" He said, "He did." I said, "Wow, this is a whole other thing." And I got really excited, and I just made the deal with them. And then I felt that it should be worldwide. I said, this music needs to be heard everywhere.
So was it, I guess, initially hearing it, was it just the melody of it? Was it, because I know early on hip hop
It was the attitude of it.
It was the attitude, okay.
Yeah. It reminded me of the Stones in the early days, yeah.
Wow, that's unique. And the movie goes on, and we talk about some of the, I guess, the drama in hip hop. Some of the fierce battles or the back and forth.
Yeah.
During that time period, there was a lot of heat going on. I guess for you, being and seeing that, kind of being over it and seeing it, what was the impact on you?
It was bad. Look, first of all, let's cut to the chase, which is Tupac and Biggie Smalls died at very young ages. These were incredibly talented people, incredibly inspired people. They would inspire, and they were inspired. So that whole thing, you know, it was a mess. It was just a mess. It was based on ignorance, and it was a mess, and had nothing to do with music. So I was trying to encourage everybody just to calm down and do. You guys are making a lot of money, you have a lot of success, you're making great music. Why not just do that? But for some reason, the egos got out of hand and all that stuff, and that was it.
I want to get into Eminem, a quote that Eminem said, actually. He said that as far as you and Dre, he said you guys produce each other.
Yeah.
Can you go deeper into, you know, why he would say that?
Well, he knows what I do best, and I know what he does. So it's like being in a band. Like, I know where his strengths are, and he knows where my strengths are. So we don't ever fight, we disagree. But when I know that he's really pushing for something and he's not gonna move, I back off, and vice versa. He knows what I'm doing is right for the project. So that's how you produce each other.
The last question, the Defiant Ones, you being in the music industry, you understand, you know what, one of your artists told me, he said, I forgot which one it was, but he said, you told him, do you want to be a steak or do you want to be a cheeseburger? And he said, you told him this, that, yeah, you know, no one remembers a cheeseburger, but everyone remembers a good steak. With this film, how do you want this film to be a good steak?
I want this film to inspire young people to keep going. You know, when you wake up and you're afraid, even little things like, I watch all young people now on Instagram watching the world be so terrific, but with all these people creating their realities online, and you're sitting there saying, no man, that ain't my reality, I'm really intimidated. It's not, it's to get over that intimidation and get behind, just go and push and try and fail and not be afraid and get up again, and loyalty and commitment and partnerships. That's what I hope comes out of this.